Hello, NAILBA. Well, it's November, and all I can say is what a year 2020 has been for all of us. Who would have ever imagined we'd be going through an unexpected and lengthy pandemic and hosting this event virtually? But thank you so much for being here, and I'm excited to join you all on day one of this prestigious event. Nationwide is proud to have sponsored NAILBA for the past 15 years. The brokerage distribution is an integral part of our overall strategy for Nationwide's life insurance business, and we truly appreciate your continued partnership. The theme of Engage is definitely appropriate for this year's conference as we all learn to engage with one another in different ways, virtually, socially distanced, and through video messages like this one. I'd like to take just a few minutes to share with all of you what's going on across Nationwide and how we are caring for and supporting our associates, members, partners, and our community as we weather these unprecedented times together. Be assured that Nationwide is strong, stable, and committed to keeping our promises, as we have for almost 100 years. The consistently high ratings we receive from AM Best, Moody's, and Standard & Poor's demonstrate our ability to withstand changes in the market and remain financially strong. In fact, we ended last year with a very strong capital position with a risk-based capital ratio of 692%, which was among the highest of our peer group and almost 7 times the required regulatory capital. At the end of May, Moody's affirmed our A1 financial strength rating. More importantly, they changed our rating outlook to stable. And this is a tremendous achievement, particularly in the middle of a pandemic, that represents diligence in risk and expense management and continuing to focus on members' needs. This speaks to how we hold true to our mission of protecting people, businesses, and futures with extraordinary care, especially during these unprecedented times. We've successfully weathered turbulent markets before, and we're navigating through our current environment along with you. Recall that Nationwide, as a mutual insurance company, is able to take a longer-term view with respect to our financial performance, as we're accountable to our policyholders, not shareholders. Soon after COVID-19 was first reported, Nationwide quickly responded and made the decision to send 98% of our 27,000 associates to work from home, basically over the course of 2 days, which we accomplished with essentially no service disruption. Currently, our mission-critical and officer-level associates are working in the office. Social distancing measures and other safety precautions are in place and will remain so as we begin to welcome back other associates to the office in the January timeframe. We created a new pandemic policy, granting additional sick leave for associates diagnosed with COVID-19, as well as providing up to 4 weeks of pandemic leave for our associates who can't work from home. We put a new process in place to provide our members 60 days of premium relief when needed, well before any state required it, to help keep our life insurance coverage in place. And we ended up extending premium payments for over 2,000 members. We've also added flexibility in the claims process to get benefits in the hands of beneficiaries quicker and into the underwriting process to make it easier to secure coverage. We continue to work with members regarding loans and withdrawals to offer quick and flexible options to obtain funds when they need them most. And it's notable that we've seen a 20% decrease in withdrawals and loans as compared to last year. I'm excited to share that People magazine recently named Nationwide to its 2020 Top 50 Companies That Care list. Through this award, People magazine spotlighted companies that have responded to the COVID-19 pandemic by demonstrating respect, compassion, and concern for their people, their customers, their communities, and the world. Also, just last month, J.D. Power announced that we ranked number 3 among individual life insurance companies and scored above the industry as a provider who cares about me. Nationwide has also been very active in supporting the communities in which we live and work. For those on the front lines responding to COVID-19, earlier this year, the Nationwide Foundation answered the call by contributing $5 million in total to the American Red Cross, Feeding America, United Way, and a number of donation grants to be distributed in communities where Nationwide companies operate. We've also donated medical supplies to hospitals in Columbus and Des Moines. With respect to social justice, Nationwide continues to work with community leaders to support social justice and equality. On top of existing efforts, Nationwide recently announced a $1 million multi-year commitment to support local and national programs dedicated to fostering social justice. And Nationwide recently launched the Financial Alliance for Racial Equity, or FAIR, a partnership with 5 historically Black colleges, several financial services firms, and an industry association, the Employee Benefit Research Institute, to help build sustainable economic wealth in diverse communities and increase equity and inclusiveness in the financial services industry. The initial focus will be on the Black market segment, and we're also exploring options to extend the partnership to more diverse groups, the Latinx segment, Asian, and LGBTQ in 2021 and beyond. Nationwide has always taken a disciplined and consistent approach to our pricing and our market positioning, and we've continued that approach throughout the pandemic. In a recent publication regarding the challenges COVID-19 has placed on the life insurance industry, our friends at a national account remarked that in an industry where we have to stay nimble, it's always good to have an old faithful, like Nationwide, to fall back on. In these unprecedented times, we take great pride in knowing our partners see us as faithful and dependable, as a company you can always count on and trust to make the right decisions for you and your customers. That's the reputation that we strive for and that we've earned through our actions over the years. It's what our tagline of Nationwide is on your side is all about. At the beginning of the pandemic, we made the decision to remain consistent with our product offerings. You didn't see us pulling back from certain ages, limiting products, or removing features. As I mentioned earlier, Nationwide added a great deal of flexibility in our underwriting processes in response to COVID. We remained open-minded with our underwriting philosophy, continued existing underwriting programs, and got creative on finding alternative sources of medical information. This creativity and flexibility has been embedded in our processes and will remain in place long after the pandemic. We've also seen an increase in adoption of our intelligent underwriting process, which we expanded to new products, ages, and risk classes over the summer. I've been very impressed with the BGA adoption of intelligent underwriting, which is up to almost 50%. That is tremendous. Our sales teams have partnered with industry experts to bring you valuable content this year on important subjects such as extended care planning, the evolution of AG 49A, and the use of our IUL calculator to understand the impact cap changes can have on policy performance. Many of you have experienced the educational tools available from the Nationwide Retirement Institute, such as our Social Security, our healthcare and retirement, and our Medicare planning tools. These enhancements have resulted in a significant increase in our application count and overall sales for the year. Through October, our brokerage sales teams are already at 135% to goal, and application volumes in October are up 150% compared to this same time period in 2019. We thank you for partnering with us to achieve this great success. So let me close by acknowledging that while these are definitely unusual times, I have every confidence that we will get through this together and be even better positioned for the future. After all, our industry does serve a noble purpose, and Nationwide is committed to living our mission of protecting people, businesses, and futures with extraordinary care.